So, theme of this spread, 2-week spread, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about confusion. Seven of Cups talks about too much choice. Seven of Cups talks about all of those cups sparkling, but what's in them? So it can be that you've got lots of offers on the table, and it can be that lots of people are chatting in your ear about each and every one, so much so that you're confused of what's in each. A decision, on an emotional basis, what's going to make you happy. Centre of your reading, the Nine of Rods. Rods being fire, talks about inspirations, wants, beliefs, spirituality, passions. It's an action card, so it can talk about work, a job, for example. Well, obviously a job's work, but work means lots of things, doesn't it? So it's the Nine of Rods. It's a very tired card, holding on forever to what it is you believe in, trying not to be swayed from what your beliefs are, your inspirations, and your spirituality, what it is that you've worked really, 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 really hard to get to. You're not going to let anybody tear us under. But it is a very tired card, and the message of the card is you're nearly at the end. Do not give up, and you will get there. And you've been doing that quite a while, actually, because he's looking at your spread. But anyway, crossing you to help you or hinder you is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, it's a brand new beginning with regard to the Pentacle. Pentacle is the grounded stuff: house, home, money, job, family, neighbourhood, hobbies, anything that's real on this earth. Can also be the currency of love. So there's been an offer made, and it's the universe that's giving it you. And there it is, the fresh, brand new beginning. The message is it's not going to grow itself. You'll have to work on it, but it does have the propensity to grow. Beautiful flowers in your garden. Look at that. Okay, so to help you, well, I mean, it might be that whatever these rods are cost money, and it might be that you need a bit of money, and there's money coming. It might be that, you have a certain belief in whatever, and there's, it can be even the offer. So say those rods are spirituality, that can be a spirituality course that you start, and from it you get so good at it, it earns you money. You hold your beliefs and it earns you money, so it could help you that way, most definitely. And money is the root to all evil. However, it's a godsend to everything else. Literally, you can do stuff with money, can't you? And you can have all the ideas in the world, but if they're not on the ground, they don't exist. And you can have all the passions and beliefs in the world, but if they're not on the ground, they don't exist. And so on and so forth. So it's only going to help you. And actually, the reverse of that is quite the opposite of what it is upright. So there you go. It's going to keep you there, isn't it? And it's going to turn itself round that way. And we'll talk about that in a second. What lies below you is the Knight of Rods. If it is another person, the fact is we've got a party going on here with so many people, but never mind. Not one of them is a Cups, but anyway, we have Sun, Moon, Rising, don't we? And we all have characteristics of everything. So if it is another person, it's of the rod suit, being the fire signs: Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Knight denoting not necessarily experience. He's not to the top of his suit yet. It denotes travel big time, this card. This fella's up on his horse with his passion up on his shoulder, and he is galloping towards it. He's not giving it any thought. Well, he might have given it a bit of thought, but not enough thought. The thought that he gave it was enough for him to be so excited. Up he goes, and off he goes, and off he gets. If this is a person that is a relationship type thing, you have to be sometimes a bit careful because he is known to rush in, but he's also known to rush out. However, while he rushes in, the passion is fabulous. But anyway, I do believe that this is actually you, and that's your rod there. You've probably got the other 8 dragging behind the horse, but anyway, up on your shoulder, galloping towards whatever it is that's been firing you up. And again, as much as I said that you've been doing the holding on for a long time because you're looking at your spread, you've been trying to do this for a long time because it's looking to the future. Okay, what lies behind you is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, if it's another person, Pentacles being Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Can be a boy. Queen just denotes the maturity, top of the suit. You want this one to run your office for you. You want this one to be the head of the household. You want this one to be the person you rely on. Because head of the household, her house is perfect. There's not a speck of dust in it, but not because she's anal about cleaning. It's just that that's what she does. Each room's decorated beautifully. There might not be loads of stuff in it, but every single item in it is pure beauty and pure quality. She has the kids up, she or he has the kids up, have them out to school, always got clean underwear on, always have nice snacks, dinner's on the table at a certain time, dishes are washed straight away afterwards. But that's what she loves doing. She loves doing that. In the office, she's the one that makes the rotas. She's the one that makes sure everything's dotted and T'd, everything runs smoothly. If you have her working for you, you don't have to check up on her. She's checking up on you that you've done what you're supposed to do to keep your company going. Okay, so we have this Ace of Pentacles pointing directly towards her. So whatever this new offer is, you are working it the way it should be. You've grounded yourself slightly. Well, you've grounded yourself quite a lot because this fella, I mean, he's galloping. He's in the air, you know what I mean? It's not swords, it's correct. But he's moving so fast, he might as well have a sword on him. You know, he's galloping. This girl, she is in her home. She is in her place of business. She is very calm. She is sat down. She has paper in front of her and she's making a list all over the place. Then she goes and gives the list to the people that need it. If they need assistance, they'll get that also. Then she's just making sure that all of that is done to the way it should be done. What lies above you is the Temperance card. So the Temperance card talks about gentle healing. The Temperance card talks about balance. The Temperance card talks about balancing the water. You got a lot of water there, haven't you? And you're running like there's no tomorrow there. And you've had to calm yourself down there, haven't you? Temperance, balancing, calming it all down. 1 foot on tippy toes on the ground. Pentacle. 1 foot swirling in the water. It's not touching the bottom. It's just got its foot in there. See, let's test out what these are. Completely balanced and able to pour 1 cup of emotion into another, back into another, back into another, without spilling a drop. Calm. And I did see this in another reading, although it was next to the moon. But I am seeing it again here. This halo here. I do believe that the full moon last night, 12th of January, the astrological aspects of it is helping you on this one. Okay, so lying behind you is the Queen of Swords. Again, if it's another person, Swords, Aries, Libra, Aquarius. No, Aries. Have you heard me? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Again, can be a guy. Again, denoting the maturity of the suit. Queen of Swords. This girl has learned her lessons in life by hard knocks. Many of them. And she's picked herself up and got through it. And now she's learned. And she will tell you what she's learned. And she'll tell you why she had to learn it. And she'll tell you how it was learned. And she'll tell you who was involved while it was being learned. And then she'll tell you she'll never do it again. Then she'll advise you not to do that. And she will explain to you why it is she's advising you not to do that. And she will explain to you what the downfalls are of doing that. And she will explain to you her errors and how to rectify those. And you can believe everything that comes out of her mouth. Oh, look. The garden's grown and she's standing in it. Oh, look at those lovely, lovely red roses that are now growing. There was a new one before. Look at that. She looked beautiful in there. Yeah. So, I suspect that you've been running around like a blue arsefly and you've had to ground yourself. And then you've had to temper all this confusion, this emotional confusion, because you're working your Ace of Pentacles, aren't you? Okay, and once you have done that, you have learned how to do this. You have learned how to calm yourself down, ground yourself, and balance your emotions. And you're bloody knackered while you were learning it. However, look at that. He's got his back to this one. Absolutely. And so at the back of this Ace of Pentacles, you have learned how to have learnt your lessons, most definitely. And if she runs your office for you, this one is your spokesperson. Now, when I said we'd talk about this later, so the Ace of Pentacles helping you, most definitely. But I do think that there's a bit of a 50-50, well, when I say 50-50, I don't know, it's not going to be half and half. But I think it is going to be a reading of two readings inside the one. Because, excuse me, if your Ace of Pentacles is going to hinder you, then it's upside down, isn't it? And that means you've gone without this to this. And that means you might think you have, but you haven't learnt your lesson, have you? And it could be this is the one that tells you that. And her words are her sword, and they can hurt. How you see yourself is as happy as Larry. 10 of Cups, total emotional fulfillment, so much so there's rainbows growing out of it. Now, it might be that there is travel going on for some of you at the moment, because this card here denotes travel. And if you look, he's rushing towards this 10 of Cups. And that does look like a beach or a lakeside lunch, doesn't it? And you may have had all 10 of those cups, so you can see not double, but 10 while you're clinking. And it might be because that is the, you know, it can be the currency of love. It might be that you're travelling towards your 10 of Cups at the speed of light. But you've got to be careful, because in and out this guy goes. You have to calm down. You have to calm down and come back on the ground into reality. So you see yourself as happy as Larry. You see yourself, this Ace of Pentacles has just blown you out of the water. How other people see you, and again, this is a travel card, can talk about foreign people. So we're now 1, 2, 3 here. But how other people see you, well, I think they see you as happy as Larry, i.e. giddy, because the Fool talks about being inspired and, you know, jumping onto a new path without knowing too much about it, just knowing that you want to be on that path, knowing that whatever experiences you come to on that path, you're half looking forward to them, even though it's a bit frightening. And here's those 7 of Cups again, people chatting in your ear, don't do that, don't do this, don't, calm down, can't do. And you're not listening. Excitement, fire, you know, and there you are again with your rod, with your passion on your shoulder, brand new path. Hopes and fears. Well, Nine of Swords, worry card. Every single one of those rods, okay, is giving you a sword. Swords being mental, being thoughts, clarity, truths, untruths, words. So much so that you can't sleep at night trying to think about them. And every time you think about one, it just go, you know, each one has a block of several. So you start thinking about one and it's like, well, what about that? Well, on top of that is that, and well, on top of that. And then you've stopped thinking about that and there's nothing being made, no decisions being made. These are not being sifted through. Frightened to be sifted through because you're clenching your own hands. Indeed, you can actually touch these. Open your hands and you can touch these. Then they'll fall down and you'll be able to manage them. So it's self-imposed, really. Excuse me. That'd be your fear. And then your hope would be quite the opposite. And if you look, this Queen of Swords is just going to knock these swords off this spread. She's going to deal with them. She knows exactly how to deal with them. Exactly how to deal with them. And it might be it's a person speaking for you. Maybe a union rep or something like that. You know, it can well be the sword suit, definitely solicitors and that sort of thing. People that can speak for you, they're good with the words. You know, their mental agility is that's what they enjoy. You know, and actually, often, you know, they're depicted of not using their emotion. So that's what you'd want to sort that out as well. And the Fool. In he goes towards her. But I think what it is I think you've been running around, as I say, like a blue ass fly. You're grounding yourself, you're stable in your emotions, and it gets you to a point where you know what you're talking about. You know which direction you're going. And believe me, it is those roses that garden that she's standing in. And in fact, that one bloomed so much, somebody picked it for her and gave it to her. So the outcome of this reading is the King of Rods. So rods, we know Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, King denoting the head of suit. Can be a gal if it's another person. But I actually think all these people are you. I mean, it's possible that they are other people. But I think, you know, you have tempered yourself, absolutely tempered yourself as far as this Ace of Pentacles is concerned. So the King of Rods can be thought of as the married person. But he is, okay, he holds his inspiration in front of him very calmly for the world to see. He's proud of it. He'll tell anybody. He's not, you know, he's not hiding nothing that he believes. He is type of person that looks after mind, body, and soul. So he's at the gym. He's got the brain trainer, and he has a healthy lifestyle. But the good, so he stands up straight. You know exactly who he is, and he is mature in that. However, the beauty about this guy is he can see things that he doesn't understand and investigate them in a childlike manner. So, you know, he'll pick something up and see where it takes him. Just because he is already very clear on his passions and his life doesn't mean that he's not prepared to look at other things that might fire him up. And if he does, he'll hold on to them. I think you've matured. I think, you know, you've matured in this running around. You've been able to see, you know, where it is you've made errors from rushing, and you have made yourself calm down. And if you look, he's looking in towards this Temperance. So the only issue that you have really is, so the Knight of Rods with the Seven of Cups, that would be that feeling inside yourself. It's like, oh my God, you know, you can't breathe, you don't know what to do, you're running around left, right and centre, you don't know what to do. And you have calmed yourself to a point where You know your mistakes, you know what you need to do, and you're going to do them.